and I'm so sorry about that. We just had an issue with my graphics card display driver crashing. And I've had that happen a few times, but I was like, I got so fed up that time, I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm just going to solve this problem now. So I did a little bit of Googling and just had to change some stuff about, in terms of like my PC performance, like power settings, to just give it priority. So yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we should not have any issues with crashes like that again. But I'm really sorry about that, lads. That's a massive pain in my butt for sure. But hey, I really appreciate the people sticking around, man, and bearing with me for a few minutes there. I'm really sorry about that. What's that? Is there another way to sponsor or donate? So we only have via what is it? The YouTube Super Chat features or PayPal at the moment, but I don't have any notifications set up for PayPal. So yeah, if you do want to track anything via PayPal, just let me know in chat, and I'll happily read out kind of any messages. I think there's a link in the description, but if not, it's on the channel homepage. But yeah, man, appreciate you wanting to support the channel. Thank you very much, Derek. Since the new update, most of the in-game icons are missing. Really? That's really odd. I haven't heard of that personally, Corinne. What advice you on, my friend? Device you on, my friend? Hey, what is up, Backzoominator? Pleasure to see you today. Keith Winnett, welcome, my friend. Pleasure to have a core member of the mod squad here. How's stuff been going anyway, man? I've seen you been checking out those live streams quite a bit recently. It's Mephisto, that's it. Mephisto. I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there with the pronunciation. Magical guillotine for rank 5. I'm not too sure. So let me see, actually, if I've got any responses to the tweet that I threw out. Right. There we have. Right, so basically, I'm just going to kind of bring you guys up to date on what I found this morning. I don't know if it's new or old. So this is the ability, this is the video that I did on Guillotine back last November with her signature ability, the Champion of the Day. And back then, she had a 10% chance to do lifesteal based on, for every 4 souls that she had. Oh, sorry, she had a 10% chance to steal a percentage of her maximum health for every 4 souls she had. But I checked again today, and this has been changed so that she no longer, if she has 0 souls, she still steals health. But the more souls you have, the more chance it increases. So essentially, the only difference is that, you know, if she has less than 4 souls now, she still has that minimum life steal of a 10% chance to steal, like, 50% of the damage done. So yeah, I'm not too sure about that one, lads. What are we thinking about that? Like, is that new? I explained it pretty poorly there. Like, it just didn't come out right. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I was wondering when the signature ability changed, because I don't remember it being with 12.0, unless I really missed something. See, I can't sponsor/donate when I click the dollar icon. It says this feature is not available in your area. Oh no! It's a massive pain in the ass. But we do have an alternative, which is the only one I have at the moment is PayPal. So yeah, I think a link to that is in the description. Let me just double check for you if it's in the description of the live stream. I think it's maybe right down the bottom. Is it? Or did I just take it out? Oh no, I took it out. Yeah, I took it out because it was confusing a little bit too many people. So yeah, it's just on the homepage of the channel, but I know a couple of you have mentioned not being able to donate via YouTube today, and if you want to support or ask questions, yeah, just send your questions via a PayPal donation, and yeah, I've got my inbox open, so I'll read them on stream. But yeah, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you, you know, the gestures today, for sure. But if it's too much hassle, man, it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, man, appreciate any support, man, for sure. I know it was there for 15.0, so it was there last month, right? Okay, that's interesting, Knight. I appreciate the update on that. So it's not something brand new that was added last month. But when was it added, though? Oh, I can chuck a link to it in chat. That's cool. Really appreciate the support there, lol Taffy. Thank you very much. Right, let me get a link up. Certainly can't turn down that offer. That's way too good of an offer. Alright, let's get the old YouTube homepage up. YouTube, see Man of Legends, get this PayPal link. Actually, I might put something maybe in the description, like, because I know a few people have asked about this before. Right, where is it? Where is it? Okay. Let me see if I can just get the short link for it. Okay, fantastic. So, let me just put in chat. If Super Chat doesn't work in your country, and if Super Chat doesn't work, alternative PayPal donation link for support. Right, there we go. Fantastic. It's chucked it in channel as well. I think that should go to it. Hey, can anybody assist me? I've been able to play for a week. I haven't been able to play for a week because the game takes 120 minutes to load. Oh, there is no problem with my internet, and I've deleted and re-downloaded the game. I'm not really too sure why. Yeah, that's a really weird issue, Tom. Have you, tried, like, opening the game on a different Wi-Fi to your own? Maybe that's... I'm not too sure if that would be the issue there, but that's the only thing I can think of, my friend. Because it seems pretty odd. You know, it seems like it's either to do with one of two things, which is your device or internet. That's what I would assume. But, yeah, you do need to have quite good internet to down the... Because they've moved the front of the majority of the update from, instead of the App Store download is very, very small now. But now it's quite a chunky download once you get into update. Oh, no, I haven't heard of that, Matt. It seems a little odd, my friend. There's a huge issue with iPhones lately. What's that issue, man? You need to elaborate a little bit more. Yeah, that's really odd, Tom. Have you contacted Kabam support or posted on the forums to see if anybody else is having a similar issue? Just kind of, I go on the forums, or I go on the forums and maybe specify kind of all the information and post like a screenshot of what is it, speed test, and just see exactly how it is, and just, you know, try to contain as much information as you possibly can within that post. And then hopefully you'll either get a response from somebody on Kabam customer support, or you'll get somebody offering kind of a full workaround solution. So yeah, man, that's probably what I want. What I do. I'm on 3.1 million for Psylocke. Do you think that's enough? It might be enough, but I'm very much of the motto better safe than salty, so I'm going to be grinding up to 4 million. Because I think there's a very good chance that she could spring up quite a bit in the second round. Because, you know, the first round you had the T4 basic arena on. And also she went a lot lower than people expected. So I reckon her being a new champion and a fairly low-hanging fruit and not having the T4 basic on, those are all grounds for, you know, the score to potentially increase quite a bit in the second round. So yeah, I'd go at least 3.5 for Psylocke, but if you want to be super safe and a little bit over the top, like me, better safe than salty, then I would go for 4 million. But I don't think there's any need to go over 4 million. I don't really see her surpassing much over 3.5 million, even in the worst case scenario. It's a good idea, Tyler, good idea. That's what I'm aiming for as well, my friend. 3.5, yeah, I'd say anything over 3.5 is probably going to get you the champion. Personally, I wouldn't risk any lower, but hey, that's just my philosophy. Trying to look out for the squad, man. Definitely the Iceman, Matt. Farhan, what is up, man? Hobo Gaming, welcome, man. Thank you for all the screenshots yesterday, by the way. Appreciate all that speedy information that you're sending across. Oh, man. Gosh. Guys need to stop, what is it? Starting beef, man. Starting beef. Getting complaints about people. What's that? Yeah, man. Better safe than salty, for sure. Yo, what is up, Mez? It's Mephisto OP. I reckon it's hard to say exactly how good the character is going to be until he's released, which is today, so we'll find out later. I'm not too sure he's going to be overpowered, but I think he's going to be a very annoying defender for a lot of people to deal with. I think also in this month's Master Mode, because he is jacked up so much, like, that's also going to be a big problem for a lot of people. So yeah, I'm not too sure, man. I reckon he's going to cause quite a bit of trouble. Is Storm still viable for a Legend run? Yeah, she probably still work quite well. I mean, I've seen people do. I regard what is it, Storm, slightly better than Captain Marvel, and I've seen people do Legend run with Captain Marvel. So yeah, I don't think you'd have much of a problem this month, though. This month, Legend, I think is going to be really tough, and I'd suggest if you're going for Legend this month, I'd wait at least a week and a bit to see how various people are dealing with Mephisto, because Mephisto Master Mode, I'm telling you now, is going to be very annoying for a lot of people to deal with. So yeah, but I think Storm, maybe to a certain, if you had her as like a 5-star rank 4 champion, which I assume you do if you're going for a Legends run, then yeah, maybe. I don't know how you play Mephisto for speed. I don't know if there is a good way to play him for speed, or if a rank 4 champion. Because even my Gwumple, man, just got incinerated. But I'm running Suicide Masteries at the moment, so it's not really that great of a tell for sure. What's that? Hey Cian, with Mephisto having unavoidable incinerate damage, that's the thing with Mephisto. Technically, his incinerate damage is avoidable, but it's really annoying because it procs so much, you know? It's basically, it's an aura around him, so you can avoid it just by going away from the champion, moving out as soon as you see it, and there is time to react. But the problem is, it's just so potent, especially on Master. It's a 16% chance to proc on hit, and it can stack multiple times. So on average, that's pretty much, you know, every like 6-7 hits, you're going to get 1 stack of Aura of Incineration, and there's no way to reduce it with ability accuracy reductions, because when he's awakened, he's immune to those. So yeah, he's gonna, Mephisto gives you the Fisto. That's pretty much it. Hey, what is up, Hoy? Hope you're doing well today. Storm with power, start 1 boost. Ah, that could be pretty good. That could be pretty good. But I'm not too sure if the tactic is you either... oh man, that's the tough one actually to think about. maybe you could one-shot certain enemies and the lower quests. But I'm not too sure if the Fury is going to be... The Fury and Health Steal are going to be more valuable on some of them. Like, as well as Storm versus, like, Morning Star. When attacking into Morning Star, the second one, when she's awakened, she's going to have that bleed. Because she's going to have 1 captured soul. So that's going to eat through your Storm pretty quickly. I don't know if you can out-damage it. Maybe. Maybe with the Power Start 1. I don't know what I'd go for. I think a lot of people going for the Legends runs are going to die quite a bit on Mephisto and Morningstar, I would assume. If I was trying to do it speedy, man, I'd definitely die quite a lot. Unless you have a rank 4. I think, like, if you have a rank 4 Iceman this month, I don't know, I feel like you're in quite an advantageous position with the Legends run. I might be wrong. I think maybe if you're like full suicides, full boosted up, you can probably kill most opponents before you need to worry about anything. Probably. Yeah. I don't know, I'm usually thinking of the perspective of taking on, like, monthly events from the mid-range player. But yeah, maybe it might not be a problem, because it's not really that much health to deal with. I think Mephisto only has about 57,000. Then again, he does have the what is it? His big regeneration, which you can counter with the Spectre Soul. Hey, what is up, Falcon? Dude, I'm always hoping for another gold realm. Look at my stash of gold right now. It sucks. I'm going to do a very big, what is it? Arena crystal opening. Maybe today on the channel. And yeah, hopefully we can get a nice amount of gold from that, because my gold situation is just dire at the moment, isn't it? Hey, what is up, Lol Taffy? Thank you very much. Let's have a bit of a look. Let's, what is it? Get the emails up. Right, that was the wrong tab to have a look at. But hey, massive shout out to your boy Lol Taffy, aka Ho Derek. Is that how I pronounce it? I believe it is. But thank you so much for that. Is there any message at all? Any message attached? Okay, so we got no message, man, but just thank you for the donation and support. Let's get you up there as the, what is it? The blubberiest whale of the day, my friend. Do you wanna be up there as Lol Taffy or the PayPal name? Which one would you prefer? I think I'll put you up there as Lol Taffy for now, just because that's the name on YouTube. I can change it if you like. Right, there we go. We got the blubberiest whale of the day, boys. Can we get some whales in chat to show some appreciation? That crazy regen, though. Oh, that regen is certainly interesting. Yeah, it seems like, what is it? On Master Mode, it doesn't follow the rule of, scaling with, what is it? Base, you know, it scales off the nodes and stuff. So I think that's maybe a little bit misleading for Mephisto as an Alliance War Defender, and also the fact that he's so jacked up and has increased incinerate damage is maybe making him look a little bit better than he will be. But again, I'm not too sure. We're gonna have to see for sure. There we go. Thank you very much, Little Taffy. Appreciate the support. Gilly must have an advantage in the event. Not really. Not really. She gets wrecked by quite a few of the opponents. I don't really want to use her for Morningstar, or else she's just gonna get bled out. So yeah, Guillotine. Maybe alright for Mephisto. Maybe alright if you have a really high-ranked one. Hey, what is up, Dr. DM? Hope you're doing well today. Pulled a 4-star Luke Cage out of your Grandmaster Crystal, and an Alliance member pulled a 5-star Drax. Well, your Alliance member, he's clearly the winner out of you two. But I definitely have, I got, what was it, a 3-star Red Hulk and a 3-star Symbiote Spider-Man out of the two that I opened last night. So, I'd much rather have that 4-star Luke Cage, man. That's some 5-star shards and a lot of ISO when you dupe him. So yeah, ain't too bad. Right, what's that? See, it looks like a fully awakened blade can heal about 2.5% per 30% of a bar of power. So does that mean a 25% heal for consuming a full bar of power over 10 seconds of hold block? I need to look into the values myself before, you know, having a chat about Blade, because I don't really know my stuff when it comes to him. But what is that? 2.5%. That's all right, I guess. That's 25% for, yeah, you're right. For a full all 3 bars of power. I don't know about that. That seems okay. It seems pretty balanced. It doesn't seem insanely broken, but I'd say that Wolverine is still much stronger in terms of his regeneration capabilities, but Blade might have additional advantages in terms of, you know, his ability accuracy reduction, his attack against dimensional beings, which can expand to, you know, all mystic characters and villains via the right synergies. And yeah, what else you got with Bleed? He does have pretty interesting power game mechanics via his Bleed, which I can assume will be nicely extended via stuff like Deep Wounds. And also, what is it? He reduces the duration of debuffs on him by 95% based on the amount of power he has. So that is a really interesting one. I don't know which scenarios that would be super useful against. But, yeah, that is a very interesting thing to keep in mind. Maybe against Abomination, you know, you get to full power and then you only have a 5% duration poison. reduces it by 95%. Maybe that might be pretty OP. What other debuffs? Maybe Dormammu's degeneration. Maybe he can... Maybe Blade is the Dormammu counter. If that applies to degeneration... Yeah, maybe that's the champion we've been waiting for to counter that boy Dormammu. So we're gonna have to see, man. I think it's significantly better than Hyperion's heal. Hyperion's heal is really, really awful because it gives the champion for about 45 seconds after you use it. Because, you know, you can't gain any cosmic charges. So that really, really messes up Hyperion's damage for the cost of, what is it, like a 12% heal? So yeah, that's really, really lame. Hey, what is up, Mystery Potato? Thank you very much for the super chat today. Oh man, I just read 2 questions at the same time. So... Yasir Salim, dude, look at a video we did on the channel a couple of days ago called Mastery Guide for Beginners, man. That's definitely the exact guide you need. And then we have Mystery Potato, who says with a $10 super chat, once again, massive hype for that, my friend. I got a 5-star Crossbones yesterday, and I can take him to rank 4 soon. Probably going to do it because I like him, and he would be my first rank 4 5-star. Just wondering, what are your thoughts on him as a 5-star? So, if I got Crossbones as a 5-star, I'd probably take him up to rank 3, even unawakened. But, you know, I have this personal policy of, like, just because there are so many, like, god-tier champions out that are kind of within reach in the 5-star pool, at least in my opinion, that I'm only taking champions that I perceive to be god tier up to rank 4 as a 5-star. And Crossbones, he's a little below that. And, you know, I don't really have a great use for him in, like, Alliance Quest or Alliance War. So, yeah, I personally wouldn't take him up to rank 4. But I'd definitely take him up to rank 3 and use him for a variety of events and utility and stuff like that. But, yeah, cool champion. A very, very good pull, for sure, man. Like, definitely one of the better ones out of the 10k Crystal. Hey, what's up, Avengers X Wars? Who would be good in Chapter 4 of Road to Labyrinth for rounds 3 to 6? Once again, man, thank you very much for the super chat. Who are some MVPs in that? So it's mainly champions that can control power, and nullify, and regenerate, and depend, you know, from fight to fight, you kind of need different ones. So yeah, it's really a test of utility champions now. I need to go back and do an updated guide. Joel Line did some stuff earlier this year, which has some of some chapter by chapter breakdowns. But just to spitball out there some of the best champions, it's like, you know, Magic, Iceman. Who else is really good? Wolverine, Scarlet Witch is still really good for a lot of stuff. Dr. Voodoo is still really good for a lot of stuff there. But yeah, I think it really depends. I'd look at every single chapter and bring up the nodes, and then look at the fights which you are struggling on, because again, there's so much difference in every fight to fight. And yeah, if you tell me a fight that you're struggling on, then I will give you what I perceive to be the best counter to that fight. But Avengers X-Wars, thank you very much for the super chat. And let's get your boy Mystery Potato up there as the blubberiest whale of the day with that $10 super chat. Thank you very much to our blubberiest potato of the day. Once again, let's get that resized. And, oh, there we go. Let's shave that down a little bit there. But hey, there we go. How much do I think Iron Fist will go for? Not much. I would say a little bit over 2 million, if that. But I'd say if you want to grind Iron Fist and get him, I go for 2.5 million. I don't really perceive him being ever breaking 2.5 million. So yeah, that's what I'd go for. Yeah, Ghost Rider's quite good as well for Road to Labyrinth. Just champions with utility and power control and regeneration. The only problem with Ghost Rider is his damage is quite slow, but you know, if you're a bit of a slugger, you'll get through it. Yeah, you can either regen a lot to bypass Safeguard, or Scarlet Witch is still a really great character. It's not Safeguard we're talking about there, is it, Derek? It's the Spiked Armor, that's the one. Scarlet Witch is still quite good for that, because, you know, she's just nullifying that Spiked Armor constantly. Turn down the game volume a bit. Is it a little bit too loud today? Oh, I might do that. I think sometimes my mic slips out a little bit and it turns down the volume. But, right, I'll turn it down just a smidgen. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Seeing as 6.5 million very safe for Psylocke. Yeah, man. I'd say I don't really see any scenario where she'd bypass over 4 million. Yeah, also Crossbones is really good for spiked armor as well. That's a pretty good point there. Because Crossbones, well, spiked armor only triggers on crits, and Crossbones never crits. So he's definitely a Road to Labyrinth MVP for sure. And yeah, as Sliced Bread mentioned, Joel Line has some awesome updated Road to Labyrinth guides on his channel. So yeah, I think those were done quite a bit earlier this year, so there are definitely some new tactics with maybe champions like Doc Ock. And who else? Who else might have shooken up Road to Labyrinth a little bit? I reckon some of this month's champions might. Who should I bring for Act 5.2.4? Well, there's no really good way for me to answer that question, Jet, without having a look at your roster. But you just want champions that deal a lot of damage, man. Deal a lot of damage, and you just want to blitz through the easiest paths that you can. But yeah, there's some really annoying stuff in there, like Archangel, Star-Lord, some of the MVPs for the easiest paths, but try and avoid that middle magic the first time, because she's a massive pain in the ass. Dude, updating this game is so slow. That's all to do with your Wi-Fi, my friend. It updated, I think it's like about a minute or two to update for me once I downloaded it. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. Gotta get that Wi-Fi. Think you're safe being over 3.2 million? I wouldn't say definitely not safe there. I'd say that's a bit of a gamble, my friend. I'd say over 3.5 million is where you start to become a little bit safe. And then over 4 million is like, hey, you pretty much got Psylocke. I don't see her surpassing that. Sorry, over 4 million is what I meant to say there. I think I accidentally said 3.4. But yeah, over 4 million. Super safe net, and that's where I'm aiming to land. Just gotta get the Sign Patriot gameplay down. I messed up my combo there. Come on, Assassin Special 1. Too strong, man, too strong. Hey, what is up, Stan Lee? Yo, man, dude, I think Mephisto's one of those featured 5 stars that, again, I would still wait, man. I'd still wait to see exactly how good he is. But I think Mephisto's one of those champions that's gonna have a use for sure when it comes to Alliance War defense, and he's gonna have a use for sure when it comes to fighting really stacked Icemen. So yeah, I don't know, man. In terms of like first day champions, again, if you want maximum value and to make the best decisions on which characters you go for, you want to wait a couple of days to see exactly how good they are, because Mephisto's damage output might turn out to be complete shit. But I don't know. I reckon he's going to be quite a good character. That's my prediction. I reckon he's going to fall into I don't know. I don't know if he has any god tier potential for offense. But I think he has very good potential for defense. And I think he's probably going to fall between the amazing or demigod tier. But overall, we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. But again, guys, try not to be blinded by the hype. Go in with a very objective view. Be like, right, let's have a look at what this champion does in comparison to other ones. And I think his, I don't know, I guess he's got his regen as well. He's got his regen as well. It's quite valuable, man, for offense. Little arc overload based on the amount of enemies you've already killed. So yeah, there's definitely some merit there. But all he needs is some badass damage, and maybe, just maybe, he might make it up to that god tier. But I reckon there's a very solid chance Mephisto is, at the bare minimum, going to be a demigod tier champion. But we have not seen his base stats yet. There is a chance that he's going to be one of those champions that Kabam have just decided, like, fuck this guy, we're going to give him, like... Because base stats, and a lot of people don't take this into consideration, are so important. So if we look at like a rank 4 Kingpin as a 5-star, and I think I'll do a video on this, because a lot of people just seem to completely ignore base stats half the time. Like Kingpin has, at rank 4 as a 5-star, has like a 13% chance to crit, whereas Gwenpool has a 31% chance. And then on top of that, like, Gwenpool has, I think it's close to like 90% more crit damage. So yeah, if you look at, you know, how much those base stats kind of carry a character's damage, it's phenomenal the difference it can make in certain fights. Like, crit and crit chance, crit damage and crit chance are so incredibly important. So yeah, hopefully Mephisto has some good one of those, but the other dimensional being that's in the game, Dormammu, he has really, really shit crit chance and crit damage. Definitely weighs that character down quite a bit. But yeah, simultaneously, Mephisto, man, he is going to be a very cool profile champion to have, I would say. And he looks hella fun to play. He looks just awesome. But I don't know. I personally, I feel like I might be on that Morning Star or Blade hype. But we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. There's a chance I could go for Mephisto though, if he really is that good. Yeah, I'm a little bit more stoked about Morning Star than Mephisto. But I have very, very good hopes high hopes for Morning Star. Like, the fact that her damage on special attacks ramps up significantly every single fight. And then after 4 fights, she's going to have, on every one of her attacks, a 20% chance to steal 50% of the damage dealt. Can you imagine the synergy with that? If you got fully boosted, like 5-star rank 4 Morning Star, and you've got 5 captured souls, your special attacks are hitting, maybe even like 40k? Maybe 40k on the special too? I'm not too sure if that's too overly ambitious. But we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see exactly how she ramps up. Maybe that's a little bit too much. But yeah. Maybe if it's something on that ballpark, and you get the health steal, and that's like, boom, like, you know, like 8,000 health back, just like that. Is that going to be insane, man? Is that going to be insane for some, like, 5.4 runs and these really long endurance quests? But I think it's also very hard to, like, properly evaluate the value of a character like Morning Star when the mechanic that she has of needing to ramp up via multiple fights, you know, we don't really have that in the game, and we really haven't had scenarios to assess that value. So it's going to be interesting, man. Hella fun. That's it. That's it, Blacken. You see what I'm doing, for sure. Yeah, you need to pay close attention to the stats. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully we can get the stats pretty quickly on Mephisto. And if he is a character that has a similar stat line to Gwenpool, let me see if I can kind of bring this up just to show you, because Gwenpool has an amazing stat line when it comes to some of her base stuff. Also really, really good base attack as well. But yeah, 31.6% crit rating, 202.7% crit damage. Very, very nice. But where is it? Can I bring up somebody's Kingpin? Does anybody in my alliance have Kingpin as their top champion? I feel like some people on the leaderboard do. But I just want to get up Kingpin just to show you guys comparatively. I think actually Juggernaut has the same stat line as the same. I think he's actually a little bit higher, but I know a lot of the big, like, bulky characters seem to be really, really gimped. Yeah, if you have a look at that, like, this is a Juggernaut or rank 4, so in comparison to Gwenpool, that's 17% less chance to crit. So out of 100 hits, you're going to get 17 less crits. And then the critical damage rating is about 50% less as well. So not only are you going to get a lot less crits, but they're also going to get hit, you know, crit a lot less harder. So, yeah, man, base stats. That is very, very important stuff. I want to see if I can get the Kingpin, because Kingpin, I believe, is below atrocious, if I recall. But I just want to have a bit of a look. Right, anybody got Kingpin on the Summoner leaderboard? I feel like... well, I actually do know quite a few top people. I think my boy Shah actually has a Kingpin. Is it Shah? Yeah, Shah has Kingpin. I think he just went for him for prestige. Oh, look at that! That's so bad! Oh, Kingpin's actually worse than I imagined! I thought it was 13%. It's 10%. 10%. The fuck? I swear that's got to be bugged, right? Is that... I swear my 3-star Kingpin has more crit than that. 10% crit rating. That is 21% lower than Gwenpool. And then the crit damage, 126. Oh man, see that is one of the main reasons why Kingpin like was just in the dust. Like I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was that bad. Right, let me have a look at my freestar. Is my freestar one even worse? Oh, let's check this out for a second. Oh, the freestar one's out. That's 9% crit. Nah, man, I ain't taking that. I ain't taking that. What's the freestar Venom Pool on? Because I know he has a pretty below average stat line. Right, I don't think Venom Pool's even that bad. He's a little bit better. So Venom Pool he's on 13.1%. Again, this is a freestar version, so a little bit better than Kingpin. But also, you know, when you bring up a champion like Gwenpool, even the freestar, I believe has like, is it like 27%? Let's have a look. But this stuff, man, it's important to pay attention to. Yeah, like Gwenpool's got 30%. So yeah, that's, what is it, about 16, 17% difference between the two champions. Huge, man, absolutely enormous in terms of damage output. So yeah, keep it in mind, boys, keep it in mind. Oh, kind of just, yeah, man, the symbiote champions, they suck, bro. They suck so bad. Just got complete. I don't understand why, though, some champions... Because it's not like these champions are OP by any standard. And there are champions like Archangel that have the same utility, if not arguably much better, that have like much better base stat lines. This is something that I really want to talk about with Marvel Contest of Champions development team. Is I want to know, man, why are these champions just completely like fucked in terms of their damage output for like no valid reason. Compare Kingpin and Carnage. I might do a video on this some point over the weekend, Blackened, because it's something that, you know, a lot of people just don't really take into consideration. Right, let's get the evade on that. Boosh. Sorted, lads. Sorted. Cold Blade is good against dimensional beings. There are only 4-dimensional beings in the game. However, if you watch the video, man, if you watch the Blade early abilities video, you can expand his Dimensional Hunter into all Mystic champions and also all villains, with some pretty good character synergies, man. I think it's like Ghost Rider, Mephisto synergies. So yeah, there's definitely a lot there, man. A lot of good stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't knock Blade yet, man. I reckon that character has an insane amount of potential. Yeah, exactly. Psylocke cutoff, guys. I would be fairly confident in my prediction that it will increase in this round. I'm saying if you want a good chance of getting Psylocke, go 3.5 million. If you want to get her, go 4 million. Anything below 3.5, I would say, is a little bit of a risky business gamble. So that would be my prediction. Again, it's my advice. Whether or not you choose to listen to it is entirely up to you. But I'm saying, boys, better safe than salty. You know, when 6 o'clock comes around, do you want to be worrying about whether you got Psylocke, or do you want to put in an extra, like, you know, half an hour, and just sit there comfortably, man, while you wait for that Psylocke to come into your mailbox? Gwenpool doesn't stack Furies. Yeah, she doesn't stack Furies. That's very true. But she also... are you trying to make like an argument for Kingpin there, in terms of their damage output? Because we can go toe to toe on that if you like. You know, Gwenpool doesn't stack Furies, but she does have an incredibly powerful bleed and an armor break that pretty much doubles her damage off her special free. And also is not reliant on either debuffs or using her special free to ramp up that damage very slowly. She's a very good champion right off the bat, man. You know, if you compare, like, what is it, Kingpin versus Gwenpool in regards to Realm of Legends Winter Soldier kill, I mean, you can do that on the channel right now, because I got fresh footage from both of them. Like, Gwenpool takes down Realm of Legends Winter Soldier and pretty much any opponent in about 1/3 of the time. How do you think Blade's Bleed will end up in competition with other Bleed champions like Wurmple, etc.? I think Blade is a really interesting character in terms of his Bleed Stanley, and the reason is because his Bleed is going to fuel his power gain. So if you're going for like a really aggressive damage strategy, I think you're just going to be able to like spam the special 2, get this bleed, and it's going to last like 3.5 seconds, while as well as every attack that you land is going to fuel your power even more. And there's quite a lot of hit components to the special attack too as well, and it has a big chunk of it increased critical chance. So I don't know. I feel like it's Blade has really insane potential to be a champion that just deals ridiculous damage by just spamming the special 2 over and over again. But yeah, I'm very interested to find out a little bit more about him for sure. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I can explain all this stuff to you, but you can just go. I have so many videos of high-end characters on the channel that you can check out for comparison, and if ever anybody's in a state of disbelief about champion comparisons, I'm always happy to prove anything that I say via video, man. See, that's the best part about me and my channel. We got access via you know, all of the friends and whales and alliance members to pretty much any champion at any rank in the game. We can get footage like sent across. It's very easy to get stuff now. Pretty much everybody has the iOS 11 screen recorder. So yeah, it's not hard to bring up this comparative video stuff, man. You get kind of a line of reference. Yeah, I'm saying that, fam. Better safe than salty, my friend. I mean, there's a chance that you get with 3.2. That's a 400k increase on the first round, and it's pretty low-hanging fruit. And when people see low-hanging fruits, man, do you know what they do? They go to pluck them, especially when they're pretty new characters with some very unique utility. And Psylocke definitely is a character that you may not want to rank up immediately, because if you're grinding Arena, you probably want to go for, you know, like Archangel and Iceman rank ups. But there may be points in the future where that champion is you know, very good to have for a certain quest or event, maybe even at 330 or 440 level. So yeah, certainly a good character to pick up and add to the roster. Oh, thank you very much, Evil. Appreciate that. Hey, congratulations on that, Obey. I'm probably going to sell my soul, man, just for the title. I mean, who wouldn't want a soul-selling title, for sure? Hey, what is up, fam? Thank you very much for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Give X23 some love. She is just at 330. I will give X23 all of the love when I get her as a 5-star, man. But I don't need to upgrade her as a 4-star, so I'd much rather save my resources. Your boy, I'm in full horde mode at the moment. You honestly, you would not believe the stash that I have. I will show you guys where we're at, and I think some of you are going to be mildly impressed. You're going to think, damn, see, have we come to Brian Grant's YouTube channel? Because yeah, the stash, man, it's looking pretty damn good at the moment. I think I have very close to like 30 T4 basics, but I'm waiting. I'm holding off. Hopefully this month I'm going to open a 5-star crystal for one of the new champions. Kind of very much leaning toward Blade. But Mephisto, I don't know. I might give in to him if he's got some hype damage. Then Mephisto might be my boy. But we're gonna have to wait and see on that one. Plus, he's a Mystic champion. He has Mystic Dispersion. However, I was thinking about one con of, because Mephisto starts every fight by preventing the enemy from gaining any buffs for 15 seconds. So that actually is a Mystic Dispersion, like, is that bad? That's bad to have in a lot of matchups, right? That's really, thinking about it, it's bad. Because that essentially means, like, if you're fighting Mephisto in Alliance War, you could evade all you want in the first, like, 15 seconds, and he won't gain power. But I guess in the first 15 seconds, you really don't need to evade that much. But yeah, also, in matchups, you won't be able to gain power via Mystic Dispersion for 15 seconds. So yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about that. I don't know. Is that a downside to the character? His L2 gets rid of all buffs, though. Yeah, does his L2 nullify? I think his special 1 nullifies. I don't remember if his special 2 does. I think Morningstar's Special 2 gets rid of all buffs. I'm not too sure if you're getting those two confused, but I might be wrong on that front. Cut off for Psylocke. You want to go 3.5 million plus, suggested. But 4 million to be super, super safe, in my opinion. What was I going to test out? Oh, crap. I forgot them. There's something I was going to test out, guys. Can somebody remind me what I was saying a minute ago? Because I've just totally forgotten, and it's bummed me out. Oh, yeah, I was going to show off my stash. That was it. So, this is... Where's my overflow at the moment? Right, this is my overflow right now. Boy's been putting in that grind, man. We got T4 basics for days. How many do we have in here? That's 8. We got 15 in overflow. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. So yeah, I'm just saving, man. I'm just saving. I'm hoarding for when the time is right, and I want to go in, because then we can have like some big upgrade fiestas. And then in terms of like what I actually have right now in terms of my T4, I'll show you there. So we're at capacity for basic cosmic science. We got 1 mutant, 4 mystic, 7 skill, 7 tech. So yeah, that's something that makes Blade a little bit enticing, man, is the amount of skill that we have. But simultaneously, as well as having all of that, we have a ton of these glory crystals. I think in terms of actual catalyst, it's 9 via these crystals, like 9 fully formed, and then we have another 5 via here, the equivalent of 5, and then we have maybe a few there, and then we also have 1 here, so we've got about 15 T4CC as well, just knocking about, but I don't want to open them now because I don't have any good cosmic or science characters to rank up, and you know, those two are already in overflow, so there's not too much point delving into those. But yeah, man, I'm very, what is it, meticulously planning out my my roster and progression, because really I haven't really upgraded anything in a while. But I might start just taking up champions for fun if I feel like there aren't any champions coming my way that I really want to invest in. So I might take up, for example, like my Yondu as a 4-star. So we'll have to see. Ah, yeah, shit. Dude, you should definitely have a look at the beginners videos that we did a few days ago on the channel, man. That'll be very useful to you. See a man of contest champions. You know it, hobo. We are hoarding for days, my friend. Hey, what is up, Jet and Red Irish? Welcome to the stream today. 11, dude, that's 30 T4 basics, man. I've been stockpiling for sure. And, you know, even more when we finish Master Mode 100%. So, yeah, man. We got quite a few of those racking up. Yeah, I need gold, man. I need gold. That's also another thing, is I have nowhere near enough gold to upgrade these champions. So I really need to start farming a little bit more arena, to be honest. But I've got a big opening coming today. Isn't that friggin' gold round to come back, boys? I missed the last gold round because I was I didn't have the time. It was like the last gold round was only for like a day, right? And it was on the Saturday of like Reading Festival. Man, I was in no suitable state to play the game that day. So yeah, it didn't go well, man. It didn't go well. I tried playing I played like a lot. I had mainly my alliance carry me through AQ for the majority of my time at Reading Festival. Because man, I went on a crazy like 5-day bender, but it was a great time, man, for sure. Oh sweet, man, glad you've been enjoying them. Show off! You damn well know it, Evil. Showing off for days. See, rank 5 She-Hulk. I'm convinced she's actually better than the regular Hulk. Really, bro? Really? What's the what's the argument for that, man? Because you know, I don't know. I just haven't seen it myself. So, you know, I pulled Wolverine for a 4-star crystal. Oh, man. Yeah, you can do Realm of Legends with him, and I'd definitely use an Awakening gem, man. Like, even a generic one, I'd say, slap on Wolvie. Because his regeneration is friggin' beast mode, man. He's one of my favorite rank 5 characters. And yeah, you can do Realm of Legends with him. The only thing is, Vision will be a really long fight, because you can't bleed, and the majority of his damage will come from bleeds. And yeah, the pro tip for playing Wolverine is you don't, if you want to regenerate, you don't use any special attacks, because his regeneration is linked to the amount of power that he has. So yeah, you don't want to use any special attacks, you just want to, what is it? You just want to not use any specials and just continue hitting the enemy. Stay in special free. Do you think it's a good idea to save T2 alphas for 5-star rank 5, or is it too soon? See, that's something that I've been thinking about, Stanley. The thing is, I think when the first rank 5-star rank 5 becomes available, which I believe is going to be the end reward for Act 5, what they are going to do is they're going to give you, like, all the materials you need to take a character from as a 5-star from rank 4 to rank 5. So yeah, I'd say it's probably going to be like, what is it, 6 T2 alphas, and you're also going to have, like, you know, the T5 basic catalyst required, so that's what I would say. What's that? I have just watched Gatto's stream from Legion, and he was having a hard time against Mephisto. The only way to beat him is to use soul boosts. I have 5-star Mystic Awakening gem. Shall I go for him as a 5-star? That's just in the monthly event. I wouldn't rush into it, Ravi. I'd wait a few days to see exactly how good he is, because we talked about this a little bit earlier, and I think he's very, he's really beefed up in the monthly event. But there are ways. I'm gonna release probably a kill video very soon where I take down Master Mode Mephisto with a 3-star Iceman. But yeah, Iceman is the champion to use there for sure. Alternately, you could maybe use one of those 25% health boot, you know, the one that gives you health steal at 25%, and just kind of try and play around the incineration aura if you have a really stacked champion. But I believe for the majority of people, it'll be either walleting through with the, what is it? What boost am I trying to say here? The one that reverses healing, because that prevents him from getting his big regeneration. So that's a strategy as well. There are various ways to take him on. But yeah, he's by far one of the most annoying monthly event quest bosses we've seen. But yeah, man, definitely don't rush into him. That's my advice. Just wait for a few days to see how good he is. I reckon he is, you know, my prediction is he's going to be at least demigod tier, and probably quite worth going for. But then again, Morningstar, man. I think Morningstar is a champion to keep an eye out for. But yeah, we're gonna have to see exactly how good both of the characters turn out to be. But I don't know, there's quite a lot of promise from Mephisto. And Mephisto is going to need to be awakened, and I don't think Morningstar is going to need to be awakened, but it's going to be a very nice to have if you have her awakened. So yeah, just some stuff to consider, my friend. But yeah, he's really jacked up in the monthly event quest, plus he has, like, a node that gives him even more incinerate damage. So it's a little bit hard to tell how good his incinerate aura will actually be. See, now we're doing the 4-star Mephisto arena. Oh man, that is a long time, my friend. How much are you planning on grinding for that, Infinity Gamers? It's gonna be it's extremely high cutoff, I would assume. I reckon it's gonna break the record. It's gonna be the highest ever champion we've seen by maybe 1 million or 2. But I'm not too sure, actually. Like, Starkenard Spider-Man, is he the current top one, or is it Green Goblin that's top? I have 180 units for Mephisto. You don't want to buy the crystal, man. That'll probably not get you him. You know, there's a 1 in 1,000 chance that you'll get him. Just grind him out in the 3-star arena, man. What's that? I'm talking in terms of Alliance War Defender in main boss, because his regeneration is not based on his base health, and there is no other counter to him other than Iceman. Maybe. You know, I guess what something to keep in mind, Ravi, is that when it comes to him as an Alliance War boss, the Incinerate or maybe turned down a bit. I don't know. I think he might be quite a good Alliance War boss. But somewhat, actually, as an Alliance War boss, is he going to be good? Let's have a think about this. No, I'm gonna say probably not, because as an Alliance War boss, right, you got to think about this, dude. You can see the Alliance War boss, right? You have the Iceman Arena coming in 2 weeks' time. So everyone and their mum that's playing at the end game is going to have a 4-star Iceman. So if people see Mephisto as an Alliance War boss, you know, at least 3 or 4 people are going to beat him. And then if you have an Iceman, it's a very easy time of just continually baiting the Special 1 or Special 2, like it really doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm going to probably say, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Depends. I don't know if his regeneration is going to scale off his maximum health, because it does in the event quest, but in PvP stuff, it doesn't seem to do that. So I wouldn't bank on the fact that he's going to scale based on the modified health of Alliance War. So I wouldn't get your hopes up too high, man. I'm just trying to be realistic about the hype level of that champion. But yeah, if there's a 550 Iceman, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to take him down, like, in a single try. Please don't say that he'll break records. I mean, I'm being very realistic here, my friend. He's an Iceman Immunities champion with a good amount of regeneration. So if you're not prepared to grind for a champion that's going to break records, my friend, you're not prepared to grind for Mephisto. See, now I've 4 million of Psylocke. How am I safe? Yeah, I go for that. Oh, damn. You got 3 and 4-star Spider-Gwen? Damn, Stan Lee. You're too good at this game, my friend. Too lucky, man. I saw, if you haven't seen Frojo did an opening, Grandmaster's Crystal opening. Oh no, they did a Legendary Crystal opening yesterday. It's really good to watch, man. Really good to watch. All I know is that Kabam said that he should be the ultimate defender. I like him as a defender better than I like Magic. Maybe. I like that there's a way that you can, because essentially, you know, his Incineration Aura can be viewed as a limbo. Maybe it's, in terms of its, what is it? In terms of its proc rate, it's a lot more than limbo. But I like that you can avoid it by, like, just getting out of there. Like, I like that. But simultaneously, like, it's a little bit too, it procs too often, in my opinion. Like, I think it needed to be toned down a bit to be, like, something... I think they could have maybe increased the damage of it, but then, like, reduce the amount it procs. So, because, you know, on average, it's going to proc, like, once in every 6 or 7 hits. And to do that and then dash out, like, it's a little bit long. So I prefer if, you know, like, they doubled the damage, but then changed it so it procced maybe once in every 12 to 14 hits, on average. You know? It just seems a little bit too much, man. He is immune to, he's not immune to bleed, but he is immune to poison. And Iceman, and somewhat Incinerate, maybe. Here goes my dream. I mean, you didn't answer any of the questions, Infinity, about, like, what were you gonna grind for, man? I feel like, at this point, I've just saved you a lot of time. If you're gonna grind for Mephisto, thinking that he's gonna be a low-hanging fruit champion, you are, I assume, gravely mistaken. Because everybody's on that friggin' Mephisto hype, son. So, yeah. Ah, man. Dimensional being tier. What does that mean, man? I'm a little bit confused. Hey, what is up, Matthew Williamson? Good to see you here today, man. Hey, little Taffy, you damn well know, son. I think 4.1 is plenty for Psylocke Bannister. I wouldn't say anything over 4 million. You can rest easy for sure. Hey, what is up, Derek? Pleasure to see you on the stream today. Oh, damn, Simir, that's something I've been debating internally quite a bit. I think my answer to that is essentially I'm going to see what the next challenge is when it comes to, you know, like, if they're going to do, like, Act 6 or Labyrinth of Legends, what is going to be the difficult stuff there, and what kind of champion will I need to counter it. So, yeah, man, I'm going to have to think about that one very long and hard. If you ask questions like that, DC, I won't answer, man. Because that's, I don't know, it's a bit of a shitty worded question. Maybe just try answering a normal question instead of trying to insinuate that I only answer questions when there's money on the line. Ah, I missed it out then, man. I'll grind 50 million. Oh, yeah, I'd say that... What's been the arena cutoff history, man? You gotta put your stuff in paragraphs, man, instead of single lines. It's a little bit hard to read if it's all over the place. Let's have a look at the MCO. Where is it? Arena Cutoff history. It's on that that friggin' what is it? MBCH guide. Right, so what do we have in terms of the top 800? Oh yeah, man, 50 million would have been way too low. Look at that. Green Goblin went for 70 million. Stark went for 70 million. Mephisto is probably going to be like, I assume if you're grinding Mephisto, you want to go like 18, 19 million. So yeah, man, we just saved you the friggin' weekend if you're going to go for 50 million. Just saved you a lot of disappointment there, my friend. Thanks, Seam Bro, you have cleared my doubts majorly. What do you mean by that, man? Just giving you a bit of additional perspective. But I think Mephisto is going to be a really good champion. But I'm just saying, like, go, just, I wouldn't go for him straight off the bat. Just wait and see if he's as good as he's predicted to be. Yeah, man. 80 million plus, easy, bro. Time has gone past since Green Goblin and Stark. Is Drax or Agent Venom a better bleeder? Comparatively, like, Drax has more damage than Agent Venom. If that's what you're trying to say. Mephisto 20 million plus? Maybe. I mean, in terms of, like, millions, when it comes to the 4- and 5-star featured arena, you just have to remember how easy it is for players to have a big stack of units just to, like, recharge a load of, like, 5-star rank 4 champions and just get, like, an insane amount of points. You can get, like, 100k for, like, 100k for 30 units. And yeah, man, you got some big stacked endgame players that have a, you know, either a lot of money or a really big pile of units. So it's, you know, kind of, that's what you're competing with. So yeah, that's why I don't bother, man. I don't bother going for the new 4-star champions. Like, it's just way too much hassle. It's either just a lot of time or a lot of cash. Unless you want to gamble with 150 units crystals, which also sucks so bad. I'm just waiting until they add like a 5-star basic arena, man. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I reckon it's going to be at the end of Act 5 when they bring out 6 stars. 5-star basic arena. Get those Luke Cage, Spider-Gwens, Venoms. Is legit in the stickers. Oh, we don't have a legit at the moment, my friend. I can only add, I think I can add 5. I think I can add 1 more now. So I have to think carefully about what that's going to be. But yeah, we'll see. Them stacked wallets are hard to beat, for sure. Yeah, it's just something to keep in mind, man. That's it, you get the Hulkbuster for sure. With 6 stars coming out, does it seem silly to grind so many millions for 4-star? Well, it depends on your roster, really. Because, you know, if you're one of these players that's like 500, is it almost 800k now? And you have so many 5 stars that you just keep on rotating, and you're running 4 Suicide Masteries, maybe it ain't that bad. Because I know some of the biggest whales have like, I think, like, Graphics Inc., he's a little bit behind some of the top players and biggest whales. I mean, he's definitely up there, but I think he is about 60 5-star champions at the moment, maybe even a little bit more than that now. So yeah, man, that's kind of what you're competing with up there. You got these people who just have huge rosters of 5-star champions and can burn all of those out and, you know, afford to just constantly recharge the top ones if they want to grind out. But the majority of players that have access to that amount of money, they just don't even bother with Arena. They'll just buy the featured hero crystals if they really want the champion. Oh, man. Yeah, also, massive... I saw that this morning, man. Hugh Hefner passed away. That boy. R.I.P., man. Always had... quite a bit of respect for Hugh Hefner, man. I mean, you kind of go. Man has crazy hustle, crazy grind. Set kind of precedent for a generation of suave ballers and playboys, man. So R.I.P. Hef, man. Got to pay F to pay respects. What happens if you sponsor CN? So if you sponsor CN, basically, what is it? Money goes to me every month, and you get some emotes. So it's a really great deal, to be honest. Because, you know, I get money and you get to use emotes. So, I mean, it's a pretty hard one to pass up. Fantastic Raids, what is up? Fantastic Raids. I regret to inform you, my friend, I've made a huge error today. I've made a huge error. The blobberiest whale of the day is actually Mystery Potato, and he's on $10. But I forgot to update the currency when I updated it. And I've just realized, my friend, so I cannot do anything now apart from update the blobberiest whale to $10 and profusely apologize for my incompetence. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, my man. I messed up there, Fantastic Raids. But massive thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate the support. Sorry to let you down, man. I'm sorry to let you down. And also, if you sponsor Scene, you get 125 times better looking. This has been confirmed by scientists at the Man of Legends laboratory. Man's not hot. Dude, I love that fire in the booth. I tell him man's not hot. I don't know the I've seen so many like Snapchats of like friends in clubs like bumping out to that. And what is it, the beginning bit? That's just like a load of like skurs and stuff like that. It's great, man. It's great. For sure, man. It's a great deal. Oh, I rate that. Oh, that's it, Keith. Keith is now Keith used to be an above average dude, but now he's like 10 Channing Tatums have met Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and they've met this, you know, they've made this super being that's just, you know, ascended the rankings of any mortal man. Like that's legitimately Keith winning in IRL right now because he joined the sponsor squad. For sure. How long am I streaming for? Not too much longer, because I'm almost at the end of my 4-star roster. So yeah, I'm probably going to have a little bit of a break while I record some more videos, and then we'll come back and, you know, just makes sense to, like, grind out the top 4-star champions to get to 4 million in a little bit, instead of going in the 3 stars, man. That's it. You're their love child. You're their love child. That's got to be a quick shot. I mean, how else would it make sense? All the Instagram models, yeah, like sliding into Keith. Keith actually has been avalanched by his DMs recently. He's been absolutely buried. What time do you think Legend? Oh, I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure for this month. I think in terms of the Legends run, oh, it's difficult to say, because I think this event is ever so slightly longer in terms of its paths, and also some of the bosses are really hard. I reckon the Legends Cutoffs probably going to be like 4 hours and 50 minutes, but it might be even longer than that, because I reckon a lot of people, if they're not prepared for Mephisto, are going to rage quit and just bail it. But, yeah, we're going to have to see, man. But, yeah, if you're doing a Legends run, a piece of advice, which, you know, I tell everyone, man, is don't do it on the first day. Like, it's a terrible idea. You're really, really gimped, comparatively speaking, if you do it on the first day. Hey, what is up, Fantastic Raids? Thank you very much for this. Dude, you are now there. You have made it, my friend, to the blobberiest whale of the stream. How does one become a sponsor? So I know it's only available, it's available in quite a few countries, but I'm not too sure if it's available everywhere. There should be like a sponsor button, but it's only on, it's not on mobile at the moment. I think it's only on desktop. So yeah, there should be a button if you like open YouTube or a live stream on the computer and it says sponsor CN. But that's gonna come from live, it's gonna be soon channel wide instead of just live stream wide. So yeah, and apparently they're adding kind of more features for sponsors as well. So essentially they're trying to integrate and encourage a subscriber program like Twitch. So if you really like a YouTuber, you know, you sponsor them, give them like $5 a month to support their content creation. Kind of integrating like Patreon into YouTube, because I know a lot of YouTubers use Patreon. But if, you know, there's something inbuilt like that within the platform, then, you know, it's hopefully going to be quite popular. And also, I guess a lot of YouTubers have that, like, oh, if only I had $1 for every subscriber I had. Well, yeah, you know, it's a way to... I think it's actually, if they can make it a really, really interesting feature that's channel-wide, it's going to be a game changer for a lot of upcoming YouTubers that can kind of really build a community and engage with their audience. So yeah, man, I love it. I love it. So, awesome. Hey, what is up, Juice? On a plane now, can only catch you for a while before takeoff. No worries, man. I'm wishing you a safe flight, Juice. Have a good time, my friend. Oh, you're gonna have loads of video. If you got in-flight Wi-Fi, man, we got loads of. Did you watch the videos of the animations and stuff from last night? Which out of all the characters, guys, which one do you think? I want some opinions in chat right now. Which one has the best animation in terms of the special free? Like, personally, for me, I think Morningstar has by far the best special free animation. Mephisto's was pretty cool. I wanted Mephisto's to be a little bit cooler, but Morningstar, man, I love her one. That's so incredibly sick, where she kind of like drains the soul out of the opponent, and then kind of what is she? Does she drain the soul? Does she smash and then drain the soul, or drain the soul and then smash? I've totally forgotten, man. It was one order. Fantastic raids, one up in yourself there. Thank you so much. Let's get it up to $18. Damn, appreciate that, man. Yeah, Mephisto, he spits, man. He's not swallowing those champions for sure. Oh, thank you very much, Lol Taffy. Appreciate that. Entertaining, logical, and a great host. Oh man, those are compliments a day as my ego's ever expanding. Morningstar, it's kind of between Morning. I don't think anybody was really that impressed with Blade Special Free, apart from Jake is here. Jake is here like Blade Special Free. Smash or pass? Smash every day of the week, man. I mean, how could you pass on that, for sure? How do you effectively use parry and dexterity? Look up Dork Lessons, How to Parry and How to Evade on YouTube, Jeremiah. Those two videos will change your game forever, my friend, for sure. What's that? You talking about? Oh, you talking about? You're talking about me being incredibly crude there, Juice. I always am, man. Just sneakily avoiding it. I think YouTube did release an article to say that to kind of elaborate on some of their policies around demonetization. And they said, what is it, like, occasional swearing is fine, but it's if, like, I was excessively swearing and going on very, like, attacking rants that, you know, like, going really, really over the top, then, yeah, that would be grounds for demonetization, but I'm pretty good at the moment, man. I'm pretty well-behaved most of the time. I think, you know, scenarios where I do use cuss words, they're generally fairly well warranted, you know? It's either in moments of frustration or moments where I see somebody in chat and they just, you know, catch me at a bad time and I go a little bit sick because, oh man, sometimes you gotta unleash the rage, man. Unleash the rage. Does Hyperion need to be duped? Nah, man, even Unawaken that champion's sick, so I'd definitely take him up a little bit more. Language police. Yeah, we definitely don't need that as well. So I think that's one thing that YouTube starting to feel quite a bit of pushback is nobody enjoys their language being policed at all, man. Like, it's just not cool. And there are arguments to a certain extent about, like, oh, they're not policing their language, they're just not sponsoring you to use that language, but simultaneously, I think YouTube are aware that, you know, a lot of people make their bread and butter on this platform, man. Like, being a YouTuber is essentially a huge part of, you know, having YouTube as a viable monetary option is a huge part of kind of the biggest side of their money-making spectrum. That's how they operate. Does duping Angela make a lot of difference? No, none at all. She's actually probably one of the most useless champions in the game to have awakened. Yeah, taking the natural emotion for the fan. I think that's a lot of, you know, that's one of the things that people love about YouTube is it's not really censored. There's a lot of natural emotion and reaction. Same thing that makes Twitch very popular. And this is also a huge thing when it comes down to video gaming, and what makes somebody if you look at a lot of the the really successful people who make careers around video game entertainment and guides, they're either extremely knowledgeable or extremely entertaining because they don't hold, you know, anything back when they're talking about stuff. So I think it's always, you know, good to incorporate like a level of genuineness into stuff that you do. I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer. I think we're pretty much going to end it there. We've been streaming for like an hour and 50 minutes. It's been an awesome stream this morning, just chilling. Let's see if I got an answer to that guillotine question on Twitter, actually. Let's try and pull Twitter up here for a sec. Right, is this... where's some of the recent stuff there? Ah, Blackened, appreciate you clearing that up. Yeah, so we were a little bit curious about the way Guillotine's signature ability update, because now apparently she can regenerate regardless of the amount of souls that she has. So yeah. Apparently it always behaved that way though, but I was very much unaware of that. I guess Guillotine is a character that I didn't pay too much close attention to, but I think I want to go revisit her after that and just see, you know, how effective this regeneration can be. And I think especially with the Morning Star synergy prolonging the duration of her souls, that has some really interesting potential to make Guillotine's regeneration really, really good, because it ups the expiry from 10 seconds to 20 seconds. So yeah, that can potentially mean that you could ramp up to like 16 souls maybe? Is that too... I don't know. I'd like to see how a like 550 guillotine or a rank 4 guillotine as a 5-star would work in like Act 5. That'd be some interesting stuff. Maybe at 550. Don't know if I'll take mine up though. I don't know. I'll test the 440 a little bit more. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for yeah, dropping by the stream today, man. Really appreciate it. It's been a cool time hanging out for sure. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I'll see you all very soon on the channel.